Hi my dear intelligence, I hope you all are fine. So I hope the last video what I shared was useful to you. This class I am going to explain black and black concept, even I am going to cover work and energy and also power concepts also. So black and black concepts, before going to that particular point, let I am going to give one simple example question to you so you can able to understand. Let I am taking 3 kg block, 3 kg mass of body and 2 kg mass of body, and there is a force F is acting on the lower block such that the coefficient of friction which is existing between 2 kg block and 3 kg block, let I am taking it is 0.2 my dear intelligence. Let you consider it is 0.2 and this is considered as it is 0.1 sir. Now there might be a question that determine the condition so that the maximum force is going to be permissible for which both the blocks are going to move with a common acceleration, or else upon which condition both the blocks are going to get the different acceleration. My dear intelligent students, you are supposed to remember one most important point in this case sir, that it is if both the blocks are having common acceleration matlab 2 kg block, 3 kg block both are moving with the common acceleration, same acceleration, that means 2 kg block is not slipping with respect to 3 kg block. If 2 kg block is not slipping with respect to 3 kg block, there might be a static friction going to be exist between 2 kg block and 3 kg block as long as they are having common acceleration. Why? Because static friction is the friction which comes into play between two surfaces which are at rest relative to each other. If 2 kg block and 3 kg class both are having same acceleration, then 2 kg block will not slip with respect to 3 kg block. As 2 kg is not slipping with respect to 3 kg, then we can consider it is that what sir, both are at rest relative to each other, then the friction which comes into play between 2 kg and 3 kg will must become what sir, that it is a static friction. And another important point, there is a friction acting between this lower block and the ground also. If applied force is greater than this friction, then only this whole system start to accelerate. Otherwise, both the whole system will not going to be accelerate, sir. So let I am going to determine the normal force which is acting on the 2 kg. Let I am taking N1 which is equal to 2g. 2g nothing but I am taking 20 newtons, sir. Let I am taking g equal to 10. And there is a normal force which is acting on the 3 kg block. That normal force N2 is equal to normal force at any particular point always equal to total weight above that point. Above this point 3 kg 2 kg is there. उन दोनों का total weight is how much beta 50 newton because 5g. Let I am taking g equal to 10, then it is equal to 50 newton sir. This is the total normal force acting between ground and the exerted by the ground on the 3 kg block, and N1 equal to 20 newton exerted by the 3 kg block on the 2 kg block. So this is about what's the normal force. And another important point, there is a static friction between limiting friction, maximum static friction or the limiting friction F1 or F1 I am taking, which is equal to 0. mu into normal force N1. We can write 0.2 into 20, which is equal to 4 newtons my dear intelligence. And after that there is a limiting friction between the lower block and the ground, which is equal to 0.1 into 50 sir, which is equal to 5 newton my dear intelligence. 5 newton is the limiting friction which is existing between 3 kg block and the ground, and the 4 newton is the limiting friction which is existing between 2 kg and 3 kg. Then if both the blocks are having common acceleration, if both the blocks are having common acceleration, if both the blocks are having common acceleration, then the maximum acceleration what the 2 kg is going to be acquired, the same maximum acceleration can be possible for 3 kg also. Let I am taking A maximum for first body is equal to A max, which is equal to limiting friction upon lower mass of the upper block. Why? Because if both the blocks are getting acceleration, then upper block will get acceleration only because of friction. Force is essentially not to accelerate the block. So upon the 2 kg block only friction is acting. So friction only responsible to give the acceleration to 2 kg block. So the acceleration of the 2 kg block is equal to friction upon the mass of the 2 kg block. So that is equal to 4 by 2. Then the 2 meter per second square is the maximum acceleration that the system is going to be acquired by the intelligence. After that, if there is a common acceleration and that common acceleration is maximum, then what is the maximum force is going to be act on the system? The total mass of the system is equal to 5 kg sir. Upon this one upward external force is there F, and there is a friction force is there backward direction, ये friction वाला कितना बेटा ये वाला 5 न्यूटन सर, friction is equal to 5 न्यूटन is acting and the system is getting a maximum acceleration which is equal to 2 meter per second square. Maximum common acceleration sir, this is equal to 2 meter per second square. Net force equal to right side force minus left side force. We can write it is F minus 5 equal to mass into acceleration which is equal to 5 into 2. So F equal to 50 Newton. This is the maximum force up to which both the blocks are having common acceleration. So this 2 kg and 3 kg both the blocks are having common acceleration. If the external force acting on the system is equal to 15 Newton, it means that up to 15 Newton force the whole system having common acceleration, single acceleration. So that 2 kg 3 kg ka maximum common acceleration is going to become 2 meter per second square. Let I am going to write the condition. Let for suppose if applied force is less than or equal to 0 or else less than this lower block and ground, between lower block and ground कितना बेटा friction 5 Newton, less than or equal to or less than 5 Newton. It is equal to 0, greater than 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4.5, 4.6 like that up to less than 5. Then what happened? The system had no acceleration. A1 equals to A2 equal to 0. System had no acceleration. In this case, the system is not getting acceleration. Why? Because the applied force is less than the limiting friction. If applied force is less than the limiting friction, the system will not be in accelerated. The system will be at rest position only unless until external force is greater than the limiting friction. Once if it is greater than the limiting friction, then only the system start to accelerate. So if there is no acceleration upon the upper block also, static friction will become 0 because static friction equal to mass into acceleration. So that static friction equal to 0 and the lower block static friction कितना बेटा applied force only. Static friction is a self-adjusting force which is equal to applied force only. Second condition, if applied force equal to 5 Newton, then body start to slide. उस समय में A1 and A2 are also equal to 0 and we can write F1 value is 0 my dear intelligent and F2 value is equal to limiting friction कितना बेटा ये वाला भी 5 Newton which is equal to applied force itself. ये वाला भी 5 Newton sir, it is also equal to applied force only. Next third case I am taking, it is greater than the limiting friction, that means greater than the 5 Newton and less than the maximum force, less than or equal to 50 Newton, less than or equal to 50 Newton or less than 50 Newton. Then what happened? Both are having common acceleration, the common acceleration equal to A only, but the common acceleration will not become 2 meter per second square sir, that is equal to some other value because this 2 meter per second square is the maximum acceleration. A1 equal to A2 equal to A only beta common acceleration. ऊपर वाला भाग exists experiencing the frictional force which is equal to static friction. Static friction is equal to mass into acceleration only we can write because maximum value of static friction only is 4 Newton, but it is not equal to 4 Newton every time. Okay, next another important point, F2 is equal to what can I write sir? F2 value is equal to, it is when blocks start to accelerate उस समय में उनका kinetic friction is there sir. The kinetic friction is equal to what you can write sir? Mu into N2 we can write beta. Whenever block is ready to slide or whenever block is accelerating उस समय में kinetic friction comes into play. For suppose there is a case that applied force equal to 50 Newton sir, इस समय में acceleration both are equal to maximum acceleration which is equal to 2 meter per second square sir. Both are getting maximum acceleration and the static friction acting upon the first block 2 kg block is equal to 4 Newton itself. 4 Newton it will become on the lower block it is equal to mu k into N sir. This is the kinetic friction. And another important point, until the applied force equal to 15 Newton, both the systems are having common acceleration, but if it exceeds 15 Newton, दोनों are getting different acceleration. Both the blocks are getting different acceleration. For suppose I am going to take or I am going to consider the important point like for suppose applied force is greater than 50 Newton. What will happen sir if it is greater than 50 Newton? So let I am considering A1 not equal to A2. उस समय में A1 and A2 both are not equal to each other. And another important point for upper block it is 2 kg, only friction, limiting friction is going to be acting. that limiting friction is the maximum friction. So that time what limiting friction, as it is sliding, as it is going to slide, limiting friction becomes kinetic friction. As mu and ms are same they given, so acceleration is equal to what can I write beta? Only one friction, limiting friction by this value, that is equal to 4 by 2, which is equal to 2 meter per second square. Only we can write. Upon the lower block beta, lower block mass is 3 kg sir. On the lower block there is a friction due to this 2 kg block. This is the F1 and this is the F2 and this is the applied force here. So now acceleration of the lower block is equal to F minus F1 minus F2 by we can write F2 sir. This is the calculation of the acceleration. And this F1 value is 4 Newton, F2 value is 5 Newton. So F minus 9 by 3 we can write that. So both the particles are having different acceleration. Then if they are asking you to plot a graph, acceleration and applied force, then what can I write sir? Up to 5 Newton, there is no acceleration to the system. And after 5 Newton until 15 Newton, what happened? Both are having common acceleration. At 15 Newton, first second, upper wala having maximum acceleration, which is equal to 2 meter per second square. But the niche wala is getting what? Slope is increasing now. So this will get more acceleration. So this is A2, this is A1. This is lower block acceleration. This is what beta? Upper block acceleration. This is the way to draw the graphs for the acceleration of the two blocks which are moving on the rough surface. Okay, copy this. So chalo my dear intelligence, here analyze the acceleration of the blocks with respect to the values of applied force. If applied force is the function of time, then what about the values of accelerations and all we need to discuss. So in this case, let you consider whole system had common acceleration. If whole system had a common acceleration, then A1 and A2 we are going to calculate common acceleration. After calculating the common acceleration, you are supposed to determine the static friction. If the static friction is less than, satisfying the condition, static friction is always less than the limiting friction. If the static friction what you got is less than the limiting friction between 10 kg and 5 kg, then the given system is having common acceleration. Otherwise, given system is having different acceleration. Those different accelerations are what need to be calculated by taking corresponding FBD. So chalo let's come to these particular points are upon the 5 kg block there is a normal force is acting which is equal to 50 Newton. Let I am taking G equal to 10 meter per second square. Hence the normal force acting upon the 5 kg block is equal to 50 Newton and the normal force acting upon the 10 kg block is equal to total mass above this point is 15 G. So this is equal to 150 Newton sir. So that there is a friction between 5 kg block and 10 kg block, as well as there is a friction between 10 kg block and the ground. Let I am taking the friction between 10 kg block and the ground as F2 and the friction between the 5 kg block and the 10 kg block is F1 sir. Why? Because this is the friction which is going to be acting between 5 kg and 10 kg. If there is a relative sliding between 5 kg and 10 kg, this friction will act on the 5 kg in the direction of acceleration and the same friction will act on the 10 kg in the opposite direction to the applied force or the driving force. So chalo let I am taking for upper block or the M1 mass, upper block let you take M1 and the lower block let you take M2. So for upper block F1 static friction is equal to F1s I am taking, F1s is equal to mu s into n which is equal to 0.3 into 15, A wala equal to 50 Newtons sir. And the same between upper block and lower block there is also kinetic friction. So F1k equal to mu k into n sir. So mu k value is we can write my dear intelligence 0.2 into 50 which is equal to 10 Newtons sir. The kinetic friction which is existing between upper block and lower block is equal to 10 Newton and the static friction which is existing between for upper block and lower block is 15 Newton. ये वाला का नाम क्या है sir? Limiting friction. This is the maximum static friction we are going to applicable. So next for the lower block and the ground there is a static friction that is F2s is equal to 0. This is US, this is UK. So 0.2 into 150 we can take 15 to the 30 newtons, and there is a kinetic friction between lower block and the ground. F2k is equal to 0.1 into 150, which is equal to 50 newtons. So let us consider, my dear intelligence, that the system is having common acceleration. If system is having common acceleration and that common acceleration is the maximum applicable force on the 5 kg block is the limiting friction only. So for maximum common acceleration equal to, what is the force acting on the upper block? The force acting on the upper block is only limiting friction, sir. Limiting friction upon unka mass m1. So this is equal to 15 by pi a wala equal to 3 meter per second square. The maximum permissible common acceleration of both of the two blocks is equal to 3 meter per second square, sir. Up to this 3 meter per second square, they might have the common acceleration. After some time, so if they are having common acceleration, then what is the value which is going to be applicable for the F? So to determine the F, we are supposed to take the FPD of the system. 5 plus 10, 15 kg, and this 15 kg, if it is accelerating, you are not supposed to consider 30 Newton. You are supposed to consider 15 Newton. Why? Because if it is accelerating, then the kinetic friction comes into play, where this is a static friction. If applied force is greater than this 30 Newton, then only the system can able to accelerate. If applied force is less than 30 Newton, the system will not accelerate, so that the force acting on the upper block will going to become zero, because static friction might have zero value. Maximum static friction is 15, minimum value is going to become zero. So upon this one, we are supposed to take F2k beta, not F2s. F2k value estimate, so 15 newtons. So applied force is F, we don't know this F max, and maximum common acceleration A max is equal to 3 meter per second square, sir. So net force is equal to force acting right side minus force acting left side. ये वाला F minus F2k, we can write F minus 15 is equal to 15 into 3, sir. 15 3 is 45, 45 plus 15. Again F maximum is equal to 60 newtons, sir. There is a maximum force of 60 newton, up to which both the blocks are getting common acceleration. So this is the way, up to 16 Newton, both the blocks are having common acceleration. Let us give in one first condition. Let applied force is either less than or equal to 0, or F less than or equal to this 30 Newton. If it is less than 30 Newton or equal to 30 Newton, up to the 30 Newton force, what happen? If applied force is equal to 30 or less than 30, what happen? Your pura system is in equilibrium, such that what happen? There is no net force, so that there is no acceleration. So we can able to write that both the blocks are having common acceleration, which is equal to 0. That is nothing but they don't have any common acceleration. They don't have any acceleration itself. If acceleration not there, then there is no pseudo force on the upper block. There is no pseudo force on the upper block means there is no static friction on the upper block. Static friction on the upper block will become 0. What about the static friction between this lower block and upper block? Sorry, this lower block and the ground. A wala equal to applied force only. How much the applied force you are acting, that much the static friction is going to be exist, unless applied force value is exceeds the limiting friction. So this is the way for first condition. Second condition, what can I write, my dear intelligence? Second condition, that it is greater than 30 degrees, 30 less than F less than or equal to or F less than 60. So until the in between 30 and 60, both the blocks are having common acceleration. Both the blocks are having common acceleration, but the common acceleration, whatever they are having, that might not be maximum. This maximum acceleration is going to be obtained only when the maximum force 60 Newton is acting. If it is less than 60 Newton, the acceleration of the both the blocks is same only, but it is not maximum. So at this particular condition, static friction acting on the 5 kg block is equal to pseudo force, which is equal to mass of that block into acceleration what you are getting, sir. This is equal to 5a, we can write, my dear intelligent. What about the friction which is acting between lower block and the ground? A wala equal to kinetic friction. Kinetic friction is always constant, it is independent of the applied force. Whenever system is having acceleration, then the lower block and the ground experiencing only kinetic friction, which is equal to 15 Newton. It is having a fixed value irrespective of the applied force. Next, there is one more condition, sir. If we consider that applied force is equal to 60 Newton, my dear intelligent, this is nothing but what, my dear intelligent? that is the maximum force acting on the system उस समय में both the blocks are getting common acceleration a1 equal to a2 equal to a max only. Common acceleration, yes, common acceleration is equal to 3 meter per second square only. Then the static friction acting on the upper block is equal to, that is the pseudo force m1 a max is equal to 5 into 3 which is equal to 15 newton is the limiting friction which is acting between 2 kg and 5 kg and 10 kg. Then what is the friction acting between lower block and the ground? Again lower block is accelerating, so that is why there is a kinetic friction only which is equal to again 15 newton only, my dear intelligent. Static kinetic friction is equal to 15 newton only because it is accelerating. And the fourth condition and the very most important condition, this is what if applied force is greater than 60 newton. If applied force is greater than 60 newton, both will not get the same acceleration. Both are having different acceleration. A1 not equals to A2. If both are having different acceleration, what you can able to say, sir? If they both are having different acceleration, for M1 5 kg block, it is sliding. Relative acceleration, both are having different acceleration means both are going to be slipping. Slipping means which friction comes into play? Kinetic friction comes into play. F1k, we have to take F1k is how much, sir? 10 newton, and mass is 5 kg, so A1 equal to 10 by 5 is equal to 2 meter per second square, sir. This is the acceleration of the upper block when both are lost in the contact. For lower block, I already told you, for lower block there are three forces are acting. This is 10 kg. One is applied force whose value is greater than 60 newton. There are two frictions are acting between lower block and the ground. ये वाला कितना बेटा 15 newton, and one is lower block and upper block which is equal to 10 newton. So we can write F minus 25 is equal to 10A2. So A2 equal to F minus 25. F minus 25 by 10, sir. This is the acceleration of the lower block. The acceleration of the lower block is equal to, we can write what, sir? F minus 25. F minus 25 by what is the mass of the lower block? 10. So this is the acceleration of the lower block. If they are asking you to draw the graph between this A1, A2 versus forces are, then we can draw the graph like this. So this is the applied force, this is A1 or A2 up to 30 newton, there is no acceleration. 30 to 60 acceleration is common. A1 equal to A2 only, common acceleration A1 equal to A2 only. After 60 newton, maximum is how much beta? Maximum acceleration both are getting is 3. After 60 newton, A1 will become what, sir? 2 only and become constant. It is 2 and become constant. What about the acceleration of lower block will increase, sir, so it will become like this. It's a sharp slope, angle is increasing, slope is increasing. So the graph of A1, A2 versus force will be like this. So this is the way you are supposed to remember. These are the concepts very essential and important for JEE mains and the NEET examination. Thank you so much. Okay, copy this one. We are going to discuss some other problems. Sir, here we are going to discuss two example questions which are related to the block and block concept. So you will get the idea how to solve the questions. So 2 Newton force is acting on 4 kg, 20 Newton force is acting on 8 kg. Both the blocks are experiencing both the forces, sir. And the surface which is placed here, it is a smooth surface, but there is a friction between 4 kg and 8 kg which is equal to 0.5, sir. So let first of all you calculate what is the normal force acting between upon this 4 kg. That normal force acting on 4 kg is equal to 40 newtons and taking, sir. If I am considering G is equal to 10 meter per second square. If this is equal to 40 newton, then calculate the limiting friction which is acting between 4 kg and 8 kg. So this is equal to mu into normal force. We can write 0.5 into 40, my dear intelligent, which is equal to 20 newtons. Limiting friction is 20 newton. Now let assume but total system had a common acceleration. System is having same acceleration. Both the blocks are having same acceleration. If system is having what? One acceleration, then you are supposed to calculate the pseudo force or the static friction. Compare that static friction value with the limiting friction. If the static friction is less than the limiting friction, then we can able to confirm that both are having common acceleration. If static friction is not satisfying the condition that greater than this one means both are having different acceleration. So chalo, now let you calculate static friction. How to calculate, sir? So let you consider both are having common acceleration. If both are having common acceleration for 4 kg, for 4 kg we can write 4 kg mass. This is the 4 kg mass and this is the 2 Newton force. Here this side opposite to this one static friction is acting, or kinetic friction is acting. The acceleration is, let you assume it is a, sir. So you can write it is 2 minus F equal to 4a, my dear intelligent. 2 minus F equal to 4a. And for 8 kg block, what you can write, beta? 8 kg block is experiencing 20 Newton force, or 20 Newton force, or else you can write this is F minus 2 is equal to 4a. So that F equal to 4a plus 2 you can write, sir. 4a plus 2. Next 20 Newton, and upon this friction is also there. The friction value, let I am taking the same value. Friction is equal to what can I write, beta? F only I am taking, which we are going to calculate. So now we can write this is 20 minus F is equal to 8a, sir. If both are having common acceleration, this is the condition. So we can write this is 20 minus or else 20 minus F is equal to 4a. This 8a I am writing 2 into 4a, beta, 2 into 4a. So 20 minus F equal to 2 into 4a value is, sir, F minus 2. Calculate, substitute here F minus 2. So that we will get the answer 20 minus F is equal to 2F minus 4, sir. Take this F to that side, it is going to become 3F. So 3F is equal to 24. So then we will get it is F equal to 8 Newton, sir. F equal to 8 Newtons is less than 20 Newton. So the static friction whatever we got is less than the limiting friction. So that both the blocks are having common acceleration. That common acceleration is how much, sir? Static friction you got it is 8 Newton, beta. Substitute 8. 8 minus 2 is equal to 4a. So 6 equal to 4a. So a equal to 6 by 4. This is equal to 3 by 2, which we got 1.5 meter per second square. This is the acceleration of the both the blocks which are having that what same acceleration only. If we come to this case, the applied force is acting on the upper block. So what is the acceleration of two blocks? Whether they are having common acceleration, whether they are having different acceleration. Remember one point, first you consider both are having common acceleration. If both are having common acceleration, what is that value? Draw the FPD and take the equation, then substitute and calculate the static friction. After getting the static friction must be less than the limiting friction. If it is satisfying the condition, then they said to be in the what, sir? They said to be in the what? They said to be have common acceleration. Otherwise, both are having different acceleration. So, chalo we can write here clearly. So, first suppose let me consider both are having common acceleration, and there is a normal force acting between this 10 kg. On this 10 kg normal force how much, sir? 10 into 10, which is equal to 100 Newton we can write. So what is the friction? Limiting friction acting between 10 kg and 25, sir? 0.4 into 100, sir. 0.4 into 100 means what you can write, sir? 40 Newtons is the friction, limiting friction, which is existing between 10 kg and 25 kg. So now we can able to write that limiting friction is 40 Newton. So the static friction whatever you are getting must be less than this 40 Newtons only. Let you consider that both the blocks are having common acceleration. If both are having common acceleration, that common acceleration equal to net force upon total mass. Net force upon total mass, which is equal to 35 Newtons. Which is equal to 35 Newtons, sir. So net force, this lower block and the ground, between lower block and the ground, there is no friction between lower block and the ground. So net force equal to only 30 by 35. This is equal to 5 6 5 7 6 by 7 meter per second square. If both the blocks are having common acceleration, the common acceleration is going to become 6 by 7 meter per second square. Let's substitute. Static friction is equal to what you can write, beta? 25 into A, sir. 25 into A, because upon the lower block there is no force acting on the lower block. If both are having common acceleration, then lower block is accelerating only because of the friction, sir. So friction is equal to 25A. So 25 into 6 by 7. This is equal to 150. 150 by 7. 150 by 7 means it is 2 2 7 2 are 14, 14 and 21 point something you are getting, which is less than 40 Newton. Hence both are having common acceleration. So that both are having common acceleration. The common acceleration for applied force 30 Newton is going to become how much, sir? 6 by 7 meter per second square. This is the way to calculate the problems based on the block and block concept. Still we are going to discuss some more example questions connection to the concept of friction, so that you people can get a clear idea. Chalo, copy this. Sir, here this is very most important concept. An insect is crawl inside a hemispherical bowl, so that it can able to crawl up to certain maximum height without any slipping. What is that maximum height up to which it can able to crawl? That is need to be calculated. So this bowl having a radius, let I am taking this total r is the radius of the bowl. R is the radius of the bowl. So the distance from center to any point on the curvature will always be taken as radius only. Let you consider the crawl is going and coming to this particular point, sir. Here it is the crawl is at this point. Let the point at which crawl is situated, let I am taking it is A, sir. Center is O. It started from the point B. Now the distance from center to this point A is also known as radius only. So that the new position of this insect is making certain angle with the vertical. Let the angle is going to be taken as theta. As already you people knows that weight of the body always acts in downward direction, vertically downward direction. This is mg. Extend this in the upward direction. So this is also theta. Theta, alternate angles, both are equal only. After that, here you can able to take two perpendicular components. Let I am extending this one, this radius. I am extending this radius in this direction. So here theta means this is also theta only we will get. And I am going to draw the tangent. Tangent is always perpendicular to radius of the what curvature. So this is perpendicular. Theta connected side we will get mg cos theta intelligent, and another one we will get mg sin theta we will get. Normal force acting on this insect at the point A is always perpendicular to the curvature. So normal force is equal to, with the equation take a balanced condition, n equal to mg cos theta, we can write normal force equal to mg cos theta. And the driving force is equal to mg sin theta, which is going to be oppose the friction. Or if you are taking as it is not slipping now, so you can take it is the limiting friction, sir. So if you are taking this value is equal to limiting friction, so normal force is equal to mg cos theta, limiting friction equal to mu n. So this is equal to mu mg cos theta we can write. This is the value of the limiting friction which is acting on the object. But my dear intelligent, as in a limiting equilibrium, for a limiting equilibrium, we can write for a limiting equilibrium, this mg sin theta is balancing with the limiting friction. So mg sin theta is equals to, we can write mu mg cos theta, sir. So mg get cancelled, take cos theta to here, tan theta is equal to mu. Sometimes they will ask you to, they will give coefficient of friction between the insect and this bowl is equal to √3, sir. So determine the maximum height up to which the insect is going to be drawn. So tan of which angle is equal to √3? Tan 60 is equal to √3. So then theta is equal to what can I write, sir? Tan inverse of mu we can write, sir. This is the value of the angle up to which the insect is going to be drawn. After calculating the value angle, then you are supposed to determine this value h. The maximum height up to which it can able to crawl is, let I am taking h. If this is h, the remaining side is going to become r minus h. Now let you take this is c. For the triangle OCA, my dear intelligent, observe the triangle OCA, this angle is 90 degrees, then cos theta is equal to cos theta is equal to adjacent side का value r minus h by hypotenuse is the radius which is equal to r. So we can write this is cos theta equal to r by r 1 minus h by r. Take this h by r to here, h by r equal to 1 minus cos theta, that implies h equal to r of 1 minus cos theta. So this is the height up to which the insect is going to be crossed. So h equal to r of 1 minus cos theta. Here for suppose if mu equal to root 3, tan of which angle is root 3 sir? It is equal to 60 degrees, cos 60 is 1 by 2, 1 minus 1 by 2 is r by 2. So the maximum height up to which it can able to crawl is equal to half of the radius of the hemispherical bow, which is equal to r by 2. In the same way, sometimes they might ask you, there are a person is holding 3 books in between 2 hands, so that each hand is applying a force F on the book. So if consider the mass of the book is equal to M, so what is the value of the mu? You just calculate value of the mu. So in this case, weight of the body is acting in downward direction, but normal force is N, which is equal to applied force F only. Normal force here also N, which is equal to applied force only. Normal force means perpendicular force. Friction is balanced, upward friction here, upward in this case also friction. In the balanced condition, 2F equal to mg we can write better. So 2 into mu n. Mu n means mu f equal to mg we can write. So mu equal to mg by 2 times of the applied force on the book. Sometimes they might say 3 identical books are keeping between 2 hands. So what is the value of mu? That time 3 mg you have to write. 3 mg by 2f need to be right. So this is the way to calculate the problems based on the concept of friction. Still some concepts are there. I will explain. Copy this one first. Yes, my dear intelligence. Here there is a trolley whose acceleration is 4 meter per second square. So that a small bed or a small thermocol ball or else a small metallic sphere is falling vertically downwards from the height 1 meter, but there is a friction between this small bed and the rod. So determine the time it takes to strike this trolley by falling from the 1 meter height. So in this case, as there is a coefficient of friction is there, so there is a normal force acting on the bed. The normal force is equal to pseudo force beta. Pseudo force is equal to mass into acceleration, which is equal to 4m. Hence, the friction which is acting between the two is equal to mu n. Mu ka value 1 by 2. Normal force is 4m, which is equal to 2m is the friction. And as it is going in the downward direction, uska weight is acting in downward direction, mg, which is equal to 10m we can write. Then the net force is equal to downward force minus upward force, because it is moving in downward direction. So that implies we can write ma dash equal to 10m minus 2m. So this is ma dash is equal to 8m. mm get cancelled. A dash equal to 8 meter per second square is the acceleration. So now how much time it takes to touch this floor of this trolley? So that is equal to square root of 2h by g is the formula. Time of descent of freely falling body, or else g effective g dash you are supposed to take. So this is square root of 2 into 1 by 8 we can write, sir. 2 into 1 by 8. So this is equal to 1 by 4. So root 1 by 4 is equal to 1 by 2 second. Half second it will take to touch the floor of the trolley. Let's come to this particular case. They are asking you to determine the acceleration of whole system as well as what is the tension which is existing between 2 kg and 1 kg blocks. So that is need to be calculated. As I already told you, to determine the acceleration, unbalanced load minus friction by total mass. So upon this normal force is equal to 10 Newton. Upon this normal force is equal to 20 Newton, because weight is balanced by the normal reaction in that case. So for 1 kg block friction is equal to, for 1 kg block friction is equal to n1 into mu, which is equal to 0.4 into 10 a wala equal to 4 Newton, sir. And in the same way, upon the 2 kg block, upon the 2 kg block there is a friction which is equal to again mu into N2, 0.2 into 20, again this is also equal to 4 Newton only. So now to determine the acceleration equal to unbalanced load minus friction. Unbalanced load for vertically moving downward body is how much, sir? 6g, I am taking 10, 60 minus 4 by total mass, 6 plus 2 plus 1, sir. 60 minus 8 is 52 by 9. 60 minus 4 is what, beta? 56 minus 4, that is of course 52 by 9. So let acceleration what we are getting is 52 by 9 meter per second square. Next, if they are asking you to determine this T1 value, let you can take FBD of 1 kg block. For 1 kg block, there are two forces are acting. One is the tension is acting and backward friction is acting, which is equal to 4 Newton. Acceleration already you got, which is equal to 52 by 9 meter per second square, which is the same for all the bodies, because all the bodies are connected by inextensible strings. So we can write this is T minus 4 is equal to 1 into 52 by 9. So T equal to 4 plus 52 by 9. This is 36. 36 plus 52 is how much, sir? 88 by 9. 10 newtons is the tension developed in the string connected between 2 kg and 1 kg. So this is the way to calculate the problems connection to friction topic. So please go through this one. I am going to share worksheet also. Please go through that practice paper so that you people can get a clear idea. Thank you so much.